to thank you all for that. Just being here today really gives us a lot of support for what we're doing. In essence, First Nation people in Manitoba were like Moses' crew back in the day. They walked the desert for 40 years, looking for a place to hang up and to try and prosper. First Nations were kind of like that in our system. We were trying to find a place to land and find health services. And a lot of us, because the systems weren't set up yet, federal programs were responsible for us, but they didn't really have anything set up. Provincial systems were set up, but they too didn't really have any responsibility for us, so we were kind of juggled around there quite a bit. But now we finally have a place to land and a place to stay and a place where we could call a part of our own. And that's how that's how it is, and that's how we've developed. And as a result of that, First Nations people in general have a very low, very early death rate. Probably about 65 is our average. We did kidney screening in our region, and it shows like 20 to 30% of the people in our region are either having diabetes or gonna have diabetes, and those are really wickedly high numbers for us to deal with, especially when First Nations people are starting to be a majority in our region. So, with the help of the RHA, we can now the door is now open, which for First Nations people, and it's up to us to build those access roads. So that's for one thing, I really like to thank the RHA, Helga and staff and everybody that's involved for at least opening that door, for us. And now that it's open, we can start to even gain more access and get in there more, where we could get more services for our people. Like if you're a disabled person in one of our communities in OCN or even way up north, like in Matthias Cologne, Pukadawagan, you got no services, you got gravel roads. Some cases we still have, outdoor facilities for washrooms, and all of these things cause major hardships for our people. But hopefully, with small steps like this, we can reach a point where we have the same access as all the rest of the people in Canada, which is what this actually means to us as a First Nations people. So it's a chance to become a part of the region. It's a chance to become a part of the RHA, and it's also a chance to begin a relationship building with everybody that we deal with and everybody that's in this room. And that's a big part of the success that will come out of this process, and something that's even more important, I think, than a lot of the documents that we sign. So things like, amputation rates, where we lead the way, we can attack. We can attack our crazy system where the majority of our people end up in Winnipeg. And Winnipeg people are saying, keep your people over there, we'll help you as much as you can, and you're flooding our system and we'll help you guys, But that's part of the job we have to do, which is a very hard job. We have to change about 40 or 50 years of doing things in the way we've been doing them, and it's really hard to change. I know, even as we grew into this building, our staff were saying, "Yeah, let's do it. We're all for change. We're changing people. Eh? We're right in there." But when we were actually doing it, everybody froze for a while. Holy smokes! Panic said, "We're changing." And it's really a fearful sometimes process. But if we stand together and we reassure each other, and we know that we have partners, it makes it a lot easier and a lot better as we go forward, and it gives us a lot more confidence difference in what we're doing. So we have a real incredible opportunity with the RHA and with the people in our region to finally come together and really work on these issues in a much stronger way, because as we form partnerships, we get stronger, much stronger. People in politics have a hard time saying no to us when we all three of us show up and we're all saying the same thing. And that gives us a lot of power as we go forward. So, and we need to build up a lot of areas that we lack in First Nation areas, like mental health, you know, and things like having new facilities and access points into our RHA. Sometimes I think the RHA is really unaware sometimes about the crazy numbers that might come our way if we're successful in this. But that's good. It'll give us a lot of things to work on and work towards. And I think it also gives our communities a real opportunity too, because there's a lot of economic benefits if we turn our region into a medical hub, a health hub, and that's something that we all have to work towards so that we can reach out to our region. And I can see our area not only providing services in our region, but also Saskatchewan and points north. I know a lot of communities are trying to look our way, hoping that at some point we can deliver, you know, like even mental health services, which are extremely lacking in our communities. So, as people are saying, that's the importance of today. That's the importance of us getting together and signing this agreement. It is a historic event. And it is like Moses' crew finding a place to land and to work out of. So for that, I really thank the RHA and the people involved there. Also thank all of you for coming out, because it means a lot to us and means a lot for you guys to come here, and seeing your faces really gives us a good boost. So I thank you for that, and I think after today, you know, the work really starts, you know, and things start to happen. But it's a good thing, and we work together, and it means that we're going to accomplish a lot of goals. And we're also going to have lunch shortly, so we'll still have some time to spend together. So with that, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for coming.